national organizer of the MPP opposition.
One day, na amfi.
That be on the MPP opposition.
Hey,
we catch no. So organizer, Obenya, but the MPP opposition.
Okay.
One thing I say, Odunya Mimia Salam. We catch on say position it there, Obenya. But we are only the MPP opposition with the worst record. Meanwhile, Minoka say the Professor Michael Quay Committee and the committee reports at the APA. As national officers, this is the time for sober reflection. Look at me, Mr. Oh, this is the time for sober reflection. The teeming supporters of MPP. Oma komengina at the form. Yodo. You a tactics, a strategy. Miss Seminiano. Omontinase. But me dear, said you with the panse or my taking this path. For that, I am so excited. At least with this, it guarantees us another term. Media, I will encourage them to continue on that path. Well, come and say, and with all humility, President Mahama, when you 120 days in office,
when you
120 days in office,
Debbie.
Abba. No more pray what better say, hey, gay. And to was here. The beer and to was here. Well, look, on penny our campaign platform. Kwame, I shall Ghana for ball. So me ba me mensa bi nti oye dey even a 120-day social contract me sir you can say that 120 days no and so ye we wa o bonus bo said you o bonus bo is it a fair assessment? You just left office after 8 years of disaster. What do you say from the economy? Bah, you say even with the economy, why you call far? Just the economy. Sebu and Crawford at now at to call a buying bonds. Almost sorry one morning. Na aban say minti ya sebi manu da simuna so ye mananum ankokrafo omo ayo makuma mu asom omeyi no mo ni yeso ya na omo akopeketi at the Ministry of Finance ba kwame sebi when you see me ya woni na won bi da se ankokrafo akoye demonstration the Ministry of Finance say are buying bonds that will turn when will be that. These are the things I mean and be or adverting the mind too. You see, like I say, minimum MPP4, they still don't appreciate what caused the defeat. Look, Professor Makokwe at the report now betuja. If I say, I'm looking at the details.
Oh, I'm at a committee.
Yeah, Professor Makokwe committee, no. I'm not presenting a report. I'm why the MPP lost? Look, even in Ashanti region, but on for say chairman so committee, chairman want to mean a year. I'm not sending a report. Go and find out. Go and read the report and see why the MPP lost the election. The worst defeat. The worst. Now let me tell you, or say chairman Sabonsu, or say Nanka to Abano in August, the vote difference would have been in excess of 2 million. For say chairman Sabonsu. You've gone into an election, you've lost in this disastrous manner. But now it's sober reflection. Now share ABCD, then I'm a the same old propaganda, no, Russia-Ukraine war, no, and we also know which now. Russia-Ukraine, and we are now, you, one man call for haircut, Ghana, and then you are telling them, say, the reason why you give them haircut is Russia-Ukraine war. And the people were seeing you. They said, no, it cannot be Russia-Ukraine. Abaya no you're responsible for anything. Either say COVID-19, Russia-Ukraine war, or something. They were never responsible for anything. Mimi amenu kasa sisia. John Mahama shebo. Se obu ade otwedi amponyankopon. Eye na dom no beye mampeni biwa. Sa Ilevia Manado Danko Kufadu any Baumia Ekofa Baye as chairman of economic management team. And now NDC for John Mahama, April 2022, Udina so can say I shall abolish the e-levy law. No, only didn't seem to as a panel. And Momo Koye town hall meeting so guy. Satan no mama who say without e-levy bears as a bro. E-levy bears viba. E-levy baby be a we are say. Ghana for see him pet. Almost that bit it meeting, Nebuchadnezzar, the Akano, Amania Beye. And to the glory of the Almighty God. John Mahama has abolished e-levy. Has Ghana gone to a halt? No. It means that it was doable. Look, that's what I mean as a mention. I mean, I can't see a e-levy if you want. You know, people say, in fact, Mekai. Miya Gideon Bwako. Maybe it will be an opera Michiano or a mini precope.
About when complain on me. Complain on me and say,
Miya Gideon. Or say, now, if you know, IMF conditionality na we issue. When Pablo say, Obeso, Million more Tano. Obesmo ye the action yanko point unyam. But the American Nana say, you can't see a baby, you live if you want. When you did your mark on the can say IMF in a way, now we pay you win, we. Yes, but so will give you boys and about no crap from Mrs. Obey abolishing e-levy. And I say my ayenda. You know, Cassis is here. Nanko Poncha here. John Mahama, e-levy, if you were signing, he has assented to the repeal law. To the glory of God. It was a beautiful ceremony. Has Ghana come to a halt? No. Now, we can win a boat, Miami Penny, at to forcing a bustle. When we say Ghana, under the Revenue Administration Act, Gakwame, the total revenue over the year, he is 6% at the total. Your friend a tax refund account. What I say? So 6% no. We don't do any bound. We are no more there. Bakwame, we don't get no more there.
No more there.
No more there. Kenny GBG, $1.5 million every month.
Huh?
No more there. SML. No more there. Videos payments. The tax refund account, no.
Tax refund account, okay.
6% of your revenue, or the total as tax refund, or you will turn a VAT and have this in excess, then you have to refund. It is just a process you cannot total. Sasikano, ina kendo foriata, Dr. Baumia, Nanado Danko Kufado, and I know to all those schemes. Jomama Bay, no say, Parano, Charino, Ato forces a type. You better so. Sir, tax refund now you declare to a uncle of one. You the free SHS. When we say and the MPP for months and yeah, accusation said John Mahama review means repeal cancellation. When someone can say review, because John Mahama has found an innovative way to sustain free SHS with over 3 billion Ghana cedis. Yanko Boro, Yanfa oil money, a tax refund and a tweaking in the DPS had yellow. And now we look at a leap, the same thing. And now we look at a major social intervention, yet the tax refund now and can't help private people on and only to a social intervention. People are seeing, the ordinary Ghanaian is seeing. You told parents, so when you musu, na moto abama John Mahama, obe cancel free SHS. John Mahama was sworn into office on January the 7th. And now Minoka say we are in April. Has the free SHS been abolished? I'm putting it to you.
I see.
Has it been abolished?
Debbie.
And I see John Mahama share young people of this country, or see the 1 million coders program to the glory of God. And John Mahama, President of the Republic of Ghana, the proud grandson of Chief Indora Jaba, and will launch the 1 million coders program. First at 90,000 applications. Soon. 90,000 applications. Young people of this country desirous to learn coding. Local China, AI, and a compulsory in their schools, because we are now in the age of IT. What I say? And then low hanging fruits. You can do it easy. And then you betting task. The investors in Yaje. Sebi, anyone say, I am a day, say Arsenal, we need against Real Madrid.
Maria was saying, okay.
Yeah. But when you say, this is the end, and you don't make up. But that's another issue. But here can say, Bakwame, Sebi. Investors, investors, boys are almost betting, what 10% no? They are retaining it now. Investors are happy. You know what I say? You go feed Ghana. And you know, shocking. So as a country, every year we are doing over $400 million worth of gizzard. $400 million. 2 days ago, so Mahama reducing the import cover by even $100 million. Krana is a game changer. What it means that we have created $100 million worth of business in Ghana. The pressure on the city will come down. It's a black coming. Look, a steady progress. President John Dramani Mahama is focused. No shortcuts. No shortcut to heaven. He is following the process. So far, there is calmness in the country. No hand time. Nuna or carry the people of this country. Me in my politics. Religion and ethnicity. Because Sebi. Because of intermarriages and others, no. If you are not careful and you speak against a tribe or an ethnic group, it will end up affecting you. Sebi, me say, you know, my wife, Oya Santini. What What I say? So my children have Ashanti, have a way. So I am very careful. What exactly has been the NDC? We have committed. Now we use all the way of the state to ensure that peace returns to Boku. That is the present focus. Nti now obeye mampeni okonna yiri ho okoboku na banso ho. Oso mesremo me John Dramani Mahama liamoba mesremo enibiem kwame nso ni nyina ebetimi aboa ama yedi esunwie edi aba between Mampusis and Boku and the Kusasis. Well, Kwame, anytime I go on my knees, it is my prayer, utmost prayer. Say, Ochedian Ponyankopon, edi asunwie edi this part of the region. You know why? Well, Kwame, through my political and legal activities, I'm moving into those communities. The poverty rates there are very high. With the peace eba, it is easier for you to attract investment. It is easier for you to attract development. Sebi. If there is war, it is difficult to bring people along, to bring development. So it has always been our priority. Now, on Mampini Mahama Beye, Ghana Mampini on January 7th, what has he done? Maybe I can say, performing trouble there. Nothing. Sebi or day, the bull, and the Ubekabia, Ediama, the overlord of the entire Mampusi kingdom, the Nayeri. That is the respect. In fact, he calls him his father. It is the same thing in Waye with Bokunaba. The security agencies. But you see, there are always flashpoints. There are people who benefit also from conflicts. But we are doing everything to keep the peace in those areas. If you come out and say ABC into John Mahama has failed, then you still don't understand why you lost the election. You still don't understand. Welcome. Look, to the glory of God, John Mahama won overwhelmingly in Upper East. He did extremely well in North East, even though his opponent, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, comes from the same place. Look, as of 2020, of the 6 constituencies in North East, we had only 2. Narugu, and I think either you or Bukurugu. Today, to the glory of God, we have split it, even though Bawumia comes from North East, we've split it. 3-3. Upper East Gradie, 15 I think, with the greatest respect to my brother and my learned friend, Nanabi, I think he needs to sit down. As the national organizer of this, I know he said he wants to go for re-election. And so some of these antics are
decided.
We decided. But the opponent also can say, you Nanabi brought the worst defeat. You see, in political administration, 3 things play out. Now, in political administration, 1, the administrator, IFN General Secretary, when they CEO, managing director of the company, right? Then you have the finance director, because you need money to run the party. Then you have the last one, IFN organizer. In fact, in the words of Osagibo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, I say everything is organization. Everything is organization. Now, we are national organizer. Money was not a problem of the NPP in the 2024 election. They had money. Administration, General Secretary. No problem. There was a day. General Secretary Justin Kombia, or through BB to Facebook, that day I knew the MPP was out. Also, he had done his national campaign as the General Secretary. And what he's seen on the ground, ministers must go back to their constituency. That is for the organizer to ensure. He didn't. Ina, you do. Sisifia. Ina Sisifia. Kimpalota and Jomamu, we are Bomame. Yes, Lord.
Yeah.
Sisifiano. Misha, Mimia and I be no platforms, no Osapa. Misha, me General Secretary, Leonard, no platform, so no Osa, Sisifia, in a way, Sisifia, be Sisifia. Let me say, hey, Mimiano. The 2008 campaign of MPPU, I see history repeating itself. Never be so mean that they make a canon. Me focus on the law now, me, you know. And the verdict is out. And instead of my brother soberly reflecting on these issues, he said, no. I'm about you want to blame your Mahama. No, it cannot be. Look, Black woman, me can't see me at their share. Sebe, Nana Santihi, open so, Otunfo, and Onyam. Pay. Sabe, and now, Dabo, in some way, a day. I couldn't mean, okay. Jinemu, and Fede Dagbon Aye. Calm. Abudus and Danis are holding hands and they are moving. Beautiful. Meaning, say, dear President John Dramani Mahama, once again, Osinana, we too an be in the past. And the results have been phenomenal, fantastic. So, an idiom. Once again, this particular matter, Ekoso Boko, Sebi, Nankopon de Denisa, Eto, Nipa Kumaso, Emma Ashinwe, Eden, Etinepa. But, Open Swojina, Sebio, when you yam any day we piano, if you bring it to bear at the lasting peace at the Bebahono. Also, once again, Otunfo, I'm committing this process once again into your hands. I plead you, help bring lasting peace to this part of the country. And I have absolute confidence in what the Asante Ababiu can do. Say Ode Asunja, Asunje, Edipepa, Boko, any Yemiano Mampusi for any Kusasi for and them. But you know the unique thing, there's serious intermarriages among them. So you can have somebody whose father may be a Mampusi and the mother is a Kusasi. Very beautiful. In the Black Army, I have confidence. So with the support of the Almighty God, there will be lasting peace in that part of the country. So that Omani Yina Benya Nasunji, Black Army can't show every month how much the Republic is spending just to ensure peace in that part of the country. You'll be shocked. But President Mahama is committed. He is committed to bringing lasting peace to the good people of Mampusi and Kosasi. So, Seminia and Abi at the strategies point for re-election as the national organizer of the NPP. I think he needs a consultant. He needs a consultant. Or calmly, watching your way. As we speak here, the majority of NPP members, the only thing now and say, a branch here. Yet they know a youth organizer. Some who end your relation, who plays and you have brought disaster upon us. So that's it. So I beg you.
Okay.
Let's take the Nabi. Because I'm going to create committee reports now. My be a copy. Me say newspaper be and serializing mommy. What that's it.
Okay.
I didn't hear NPP lose so that we even in power can also learn from it.
Someone will Professor Butcher's report. One farm Mabonti. That is from the Mabonti.
First time, the men before learn from Mabonti. So I'm just moving them to their principle.
Oh, okay.
The standard almost said here, and then they say we should have, published the details of the Professor Butcher report.
Okay.
Yeah, can say it's a strategy document. I also have a lawyer also we are on publishing. And I'm saying Debbie, for good governance and others, we should put the report. In fact, look at now, almost creating some fake document. We almost say Butcher report. The two. We learn from the lessons. What I say, and the day I do something in President John Mahama, the last time a presidential candidate won an election with over 56% of valid votes, possibly was in 1992 or 96. John Rawlings. What I say, and so far as we speak, me, Mate, Abua Papu, Onsu Bempa, and then can or more can say. Banya or the MPP are called the worst political way, and yeah, there's MPP for and confirm back. But in what I say, but in 9 to